Welcome to another segment of Lockdown with Johnny Potenza, everybody's favorite next door neighbor. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's keeping it together during these crazy times of the coronavirus. And a lot of people have been asking me, what can we do to help? Like, they're coming to the right person. What am I, the mayor of Staten Island? But it's all good. I'm glad that people come to me to ask me that. I suggested that you just Google your local food bank in your area, because they're always looking for donations and supplies. They can't keep up with what they really need. And I got a list of a couple right here, including feedingamerica.org, another great organization that's taken a lot of donations. And then we also have the Americans for the Arts. That's for all the comedians, the actors, the musicians, anybody that does that full time for a living. And you can go to artistrelief.org. And all the information will be there. But people, for us as Americans, we all got to stick together. We got to get through this. We got to get back to where we were. It's going to take some time, but everybody joins together, we will get there. But on a happier note, my segment today is a real good friend of mine. He's calling in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's a multi-platinum recording artist. He's a bass player, guitar, producer, writer, and he's also an author. He's best known for playing with Peter Criss from Kiss during Peter Criss's solo tours. Wrote and recorded with Peter, played on his albums, and from there he went to a band called Fight for Fighting. Then he did his own solo project for so many years called One of a Kind. He's a studio musician, the one and only Mark Montague. So I have him in the waiting room, which I call my bathroom. So we're going to get him out right away and talk to him, see where he's at. There he is, Mark Montague. What's up, my friend?
What's up, Johnny, man? Good to see you.
You too, man. I miss you. This is terrible. The coronavirus.
Quarantine, man. COVID-19.
Did you ever think this in a million years?
No, man, no. But something must be up.
What's going on? I asked everybody before we start talking, what are you doing with your time these days? I mean, how are you dealing with this whole situation?
Well, man, I'll tell you, I'm doing, I committed to doing this graphic arts project, man, of which I know nothing about. A guy wanted a skeleton playing guitar. So I've been, for the last 3 months, it only took me about 3.5 months to do it, you know, but I got it done.
That's sick. I know. This whole thing is crazy. Everybody's going cuckoo over here.
Yeah, and everybody wants out of the cage now, man.
Yeah, me more than anybody. I got a nice place, a nice studio downstairs. I can't even jam with nobody. I've been practicing a lot, but I can't wait to open up the floodgates, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, 6 feet distance isn't social distancing, man, you know.
So now listen, let's get into you, Mark. You've been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, as I said in my introduction, you're a studio bass player, a guitar player, producer, writer. You played with Peter Criss for many years on his solo tours, Fight for Fighting, and your own solo project, One of a Kind, and studio musician work. You've written a book, came out a couple years ago, Let the Cat Out of the Bag, and you're on your second one. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's actually a follow-up to the first one. You know, it was writing the book was the hardest thing I ever did. You know, whenever all my buddies, you know, like Peter, were getting ghostwriters and stuff, I'm like, I'll write this myself, you know. It was probably a mistake. But it's getting better, the second one. And it basically just talks about when I went to visit Peter the last time and the whole experience of that. That's the main part of it. It's more like an addendum to the first book.
Yeah, you know, I remember, and listen, that's how me and you, for everybody out there, me and Mark met on the Peter Criss tour. My band Barrage opened up with Peter Criss.
Yeah.
And then me and you met. We were hanging out at the bar right after you did sound check. I never forget it. We were just having drinks, and that's how we met. And then afterwards, we switched numbers, and we became good friends as time went on through the years.
Yeah, and then I think next time we came through Staten Island, that's when Ed Cannon shot himself in the leg.
Yeah, that was, let me see what that was.
And the tour manager, Festers, told the cops it was a drive-by shooting.
That's awesome. That was November 13th, 1994, as I remember. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
People out there who don't know Eddie Cannon, that was Peter Criss's drum tech back in the day. Then he went with the Kiss reunion tour. But yeah, he shot himself in the leg.
Yeah.
I remember that. And then guys...
I was gone all day that day to Manhattan. When I got back, the Fester, our road manager, said, the cops want to talk to you. And I'm like, all right. So I go in there and the cop says to me, you know, hardcore, you know, Staten Island cop or wherever he was from. And he goes, hey, get this guy a drink. So we both take a shot, you know, and then he goes, all right, so your boy says he was in a drive-by shooting or something. He goes, let me see if I got it straight. Let me tell you what I think. Bought a gun in the Midwest, shot himself in the leg. That about right?
What'd you say?
Like, I don't know, man, but that's exactly what it was.
You plead the fifth, you know. The only good thing about that whole thing was you guys asked me to come up and do sound check with the band, so I thought that was great, playing on Peter Criss's drums and having a blast.
Play Peter's kit. That's right. Yeah.
Man.
That's for sure, man.
So now you're doing
fun times.
You've been doing a lot of producer for solo acts, and you've been always writing and recording. Now, who's this new guy? You got Brandon Marlowe. What's his name?
Brandon Marlowe, man. He's a friend of my friend's wife's nephew. Anyway, and I met him briefly. He's, you know, they say he's handicapped, whatever. He probably has to live at home the rest of his life. Kind of like Forrest Gump, I would say. In the way that when he came into my studio, he'd never been in one, and he said, "What do I do?" I said, "You got to release, man." And dude, this guy releases, like, shows me how to do it every day. You know what I mean? I saw
some of his stuff. Really good.
Right on. Yeah, no, he's very simple, Forrest Gump-like. You know, he's got one-liners and you know, they say handicap, but he's got it together more than I do, man. That's all I got to say. So
listen, how many musicians?
It's fun.
We're all handicapped in our own little way, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right, exactly.
See, with this Zoom thing, I'm sorry I interrupt you because sometimes my voice slurs and yours. I think you just got to sit still, you know?
Yeah, you know, we do the best we can, man.
What's the plans with this kid? An album?
We've been working on it for a couple of years now. You know, he doesn't live near me, so we do a lot of stuff over the phone, and he comes into town to, you know, solidify the tracks after we get them written. So we got about 8 tunes now, and he's finishing up a record. You know, probably do 10, 12 tunes, something like that. So I'd say in the next 6 months or so, I'll probably have something going.
Now, what's the right way to say his name? Brandon Mario?
Marlowe.
Marlowe, okay.
Brandon Marlowe.
You know, Johnny P, I have phonics 101.
Yeah. Hey, everybody does a little now and then, you know.
Every now and then you got to do that. We got to give a shout out to our boy the Duke. I haven't heard from him. Have you?
I talked to the Duke, you know, a few weeks back. Yeah, he's quarantined like everybody else. He sounds like he's doing all right.
He's quarantined and he's locked down.
Yeah, he built a big fence in his backyard. I don't know, like a 12-footer to make sure he keep everybody out.
He wants to do his bow and arrow practicing back there where no one's seeing him.
Yeah, I guess so, you know. He's the Duke, you know.
Yeah, the Duke's a good kid. And good guy. He's a man now. I used to call him kid years ago. So, yeah.
Yeah, he was a kid. Now, I mean, dude, that was 94. How long ago was that? Oh, my God. Don't even tell me. I don't want to know.
And then I came down to see you guys, and I stayed with you a couple of times. I was in California. Me and you were writing some material for the MYB album.
Yeah, actually, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment in North Hollywood or Sherman Oaks, and the Duke was sleeping in the bird cage out in the living room. He created a little cage that he slept in, and he'd tell the story. And then Johnny P show up around 2 a.m. I got to go to work at 5, and Johnny B out there shuffling all these papers. Hey, are you awake?
Yeah. He used to get a little annoyed that I would stay up all night. Well, it's a little annoyed. What are you gonna do? But it's all good. Now, what's you got any funny? We got some time. You got any funny Peter Criss stories you want to tell fast? Or one story?
Yeah, well, the funniest one is the one that's coming up in the new book, man. So I don't want to give it away. I mean, it's, you know, if you read the first book, you know, 32 Days in New Jersey, that chapter, this one rivals that and more. It was something to behold.
Yeah.
You know.
He could have. I love the cat. He could have his own reality show. That guy.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. They need to put a camera in each corner of each room of his house, and then, yeah, that would be some fun watching.
He needs to just get that other rock album that he has sitting on the shelf for what? How many years is that now? 7 or 10?
2006, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The rock album with Scarlett was on it too?
Yeah, that's it was done before 2006. I mean, it's been a long time, bro.
It seems like yesterday. You know that?
I know. Time goes fast now.
I don't know how the hell he would leave that on the shelf. I mean, I heard a lot of the materials, kick-ass stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, I not
We
much I can
know
say about it. You know, I mean, hey, what can you do?
a
You
lot of
know,
politics involved, but listen, I got my own problems, unfortunately.
everybody's got their own problems, but I like to focus on my, good things. You know,
Yeah,
it's a. I'd rather be happy than not. You know, but shit
yeah.
happens here and there, and what can you do? You overcome it, move on, and I don't. My glass isn't half full; it's overflowing, man. You know.
Yeah, you got a tall order to fill, Mark. You know that.
Yeah, I'll shake a tree or two.
I mean, I've been playing a lot again since this coronavirus, and it feels great. And I'm on them every day. And then after me and Scarlett got together, we did the late night theme song. I got the bug again. I mean, not to go out there and play and try to be a rock star again, but just where it all started, the love of music from from the tragedy I suffered a while back with Michelle passing. I needed something to bring me back to the beginning again. My old teacher says you got to find what made you happy from when you were younger. So we started with the drums and music. So I started heavily getting back into it, and it helped me heal, man. And like I've been playing, it feels good, and I want to get into a band, but just for kicks, you know what I mean? Do some recordings.
Dude, that's what it's about, man. I mean, I never set out to be a rock star. I play music, and I'll be doing that forever. It doesn't matter. It's not based on anything other than it feels good, and that's why don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. And Michelle's passing is a tough thing, bro, man. I mean, she was a great girl, and
Yeah,
so
thank you.
we salute her, and but in the same case, she probably wants you to live, bro. Only
Thank you
life
for
and
saying
danger's
that.
death, man.
We got about a minute left. Where could people find you? I know you don't like to be found, but I mean, a lot of people always reach me. Where can I find Mark Montague? Where are you? Social media, website?
Yeah, I got a couple Facebook pages, Mark Montague and Mark Tallman Montague. I don't go to them all that much. I had a girl that was doing my social media, but salute to her too. She didn't make it either. She had to check out, and
Wow.
so I salute her. Kimberly, she was a great girl. And I get on there once in a while. You can get me through that. I mean, through Facebook, you find Mark Montague or Mark Tallman Montague, and I'll get you eventually.
And say if someone wants you to produce their stuff too, same thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, just hit me up on Facebook. I do get there enough that I'll be able to contact you back, and no problem. Yeah, exactly.
Sounds
Yeah, and if
great.
anybody wants graphic arts too, man, I got that going on now.
Yeah, man. Listen, whatever pays the bills, right?
Well, and the thing is, I had nothing. I mean, I'm always working on music, but that long time quarantine, we're still quarantined out here, man. It's supposed to lighten up tomorrow, but we'll see. There's still going to be any bars to go play at. They're not opening that around here. So
it stinks. Well, listen, I'm going to be in touch. We'll be talking, and in a couple of months down the road, when you get a little more progress with the book, I'll call you back, and we'll sit down and we'll finish the conversation. How's that?
That sounds good, man. Yeah, it was a good time, man. Good seeing you, bro.
You too, brother, and God bless you and the family. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Take care, pal. There you have it. Mark Montague. What a great guy. Good friend. But it's about that time. We got to say goodbye. And again, I'm Johnny Potenza. Be safe. Take care. And comb your hair. God bless.